At Wisconsin Dells, we've created the fun in 100 different dimensions.
Day 17. Why do these places like Super 8s have to be like so close to being decent, and then there's always noise? The walls are always like so thin. You can always hear, they always put you next to someone in the connecting room every single time. They're always loud as hell. And why would you run a motel? Why would you have the housekeeping do their stuff at 3 a.m? Like, it's a hotel. You're paying to sleep there. Why would anyone want to stay in a hotel where they're doing extremely loud housekeeping work at the time when it's time to sleep? Like, what are you there for? Like, they think you want to pay to just be in a room where they're like making loud noise? Like, I just don't understand why any hotel would operate that way. Why would you do housekeeping at 3 a.m? Well, anyway, we're headed to Holiday World. Well, we're going to do a few things on the way to Holiday World. We're also going to do the Santa Claus, Indiana museum before we go to the park. So, and we'll probably not be at Holiday World for a whole lot of time, like maybe like 4 hours or so, which is, I think, is enough time for Holiday World, because from what I've seen of Holiday World, you don't really have to wait in long lines or anything. It doesn't get like a huge amount of people because it's kind of like, it's in southern Indiana and there's not like a lot of people. So, but yeah, I just couldn't believe that I missed 2 hours of sleep because they decided to clean the rooms at 3 a.m. But anyway, I also wanted to clear some stuff up about the city museum, which we went to yesterday. Like, I don't want people to get the wrong idea and think that like I don't appreciate it for what it is. We just are like so exhausted from the trip. We were not in the mood to climb on stuff, and like I did know that like a large percentage of it was that. I guess I just assumed there would be enough stuff that we didn't have to climb through, or that like climbing through the stuff would be rewarding in somehow or another. And also, we said that it was built like 10, 15 years ago. I actually, like, when I got woken up, I was just like on my phone for like 2 hours and I was like reading some stuff. Yeah, apparently the city museum was built in 97. I said I thought it was from like 10 years ago or something. But yeah, it's from 97. And you wanted to hear an interesting thing I read about it last night? So apparently, the guy who built it in 2011, well, I don't know when he started doing this, but he died. Okay, so he died in 2011, and this is how he died. Like, he was building a new attraction called Concrete Land or something, and he was found dead in a bulldozer, and the state coroner and like all of these people ruled it as an accidental death. But then the family said they didn't believe that it was an accidental death, so they got like their own private coronation thing, like coronator or whatever that's called. Like they got like their own investigator to do the coroner work, and that person said that he was beaten to death, but the state wouldn't accept it, and they said, we're gonna rule it accidental death. But apparently there was no evidence that the bulldozer flipped, or like the bulldozer caused his death or anything like that. Apparently he was found with like all these beating marks all over his head, like he was beaten to death, and for some reason the state wanted to cover that up. I find that very, very strange. And also, the city museum is constantly getting lawsuits from people getting severely injured there. Which is crazy, because if you think about it, okay, like, in America, you have to make sure everything is super safe. Like, I know in, like, other countries and stuff, they're allowed to get away with dangerous things. For whatever reason, I guess, like, their laws are different with liability and insurance and everything. But for some reason, the city museum is like an exemption. It's the only place in the country where there's extremely dangerous things where people can get severely injured on. And I just find it's just ironic that, like, city museum is the place where people are getting severely injured, and, like, the guy who created it was, like, beaten to death and covered up by the state. Like, I'm not trying to be conspiratorial here. I just find it interesting. That's all. You know, it's just weird. I don't know. The place it's a weird place. Like, I don't want to, like, talk too much trash about it. Like, I don't think that it's a bad attraction. I just don't understand why so many people suggest that it's for adults as well as children. Like, I can't imagine too many adults enjoying that place, right? I mean, I guess there's some people who like to climb on stuff as an adult. That's okay if that's what you're into. But I mean, I was reading all kinds of TripAdvisor reviews and Google reviews, and everybody was saying, like, my friends recommended we go to this place. Like, everyone said if you're going to St. Louis, this is the thing that you should do above everything else. Like, make sure you go to City Museum. It's one of the coolest things in the country. All of these roadside people are all like, oh my gosh, City Museum's so awesome. It's like one of the coolest attractions ever. And we were just, like, so underwhelmed and, like, felt, like, so ripped off because it's expensive. We had to pay, like, $20 for parking too. So, like, so first of all, they have, like, a base ticket, and then you have to add on everything. So, like, it's, like, over $20 just for the regular ticket. And then if you want to go on the roof, it's what, another $10 or something? And if you want to play pinball, it's like another $6. And the pinball room is severely lacking. We looked at it, and I read other reviews where people said the pinball is not worth it. It's like a few 60s and 70s machines that, like, nobody has any fun playing. Like, we love pinball, and we appreciate, like, the older machines and everything. But, like, they're not fun to play, and a lot of people know that. Like, a lot of pinball people will all agree that, you know, these older machines are fun to look at, but not fun to play. And they only had, like, 7 of them, and they're charging you extra money for that. Why not just, all right, when you have something that's that lacking in substance, why not just include it with the base admission? Why would you charge people extra money when there's, like, nothing there? And the same thing with the rooftop stuff. Like, it's only a few more things. Why wouldn't you just make it one price? I don't know. I just feel like it's a very inflated and rip-off place. But yeah, that's enough of my gripes with that. I just wanted to clear up the fact that I don't think that, like, everybody would hate it, and I don't want to, like, anyone who saw our vlog of that place to come away thinking, oh, we're sticks in the mud, like, trying to tell everyone you're gonna hate that. And if, you know, there's a lot of people who would like it, but we didn't, and it's okay to have a different opinion. I actually am, like, really surprised I didn't like it. I thought it was going to be one of the highlights of the trip, honestly. I thought it was going to be up there with, you know, one of the top things that we did. But yeah, it's whatever. I know I'm gonna like Holiday World. You'll probably like it too. I mean, you love holiday stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't see how either of us is gonna be disappointed in Holiday World. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah, well, we're gonna stop at this place called Hipp Nursery in a little. It's got some fiberglass stuff. So yeah, we'll show you that stuff when we get there. Alright, we're at the Hipp Nursery. They got some bison here. I'll get out of the car once we get up though. Most of the stuff's up here. I just don't want to have to like keep getting out of the car. They got a pink elephant, a white elephant, a couple giraffes, Clydesdale horses over here. There's a mountain goat. You can just like stop right up here, I guess, on the side. Yeah.
There's a truck behind me.
Oh, is there? Yeah, they got these 2 giraffes here. They got a big white elephant. They have this pink elephant with the martini glass. That's a pretty common one. Got peanuts. And a bear over here. White elephant. All right, I think that's good. The guy is waiting over there in his truck, so I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want us here. All right, we're here at the Weather Rock Campground. They have a bunch of weird fiberglass stuff, and they have this what is it? Is it Mayor? Not Mayor McCheese. What's this guy's name? Officer what?
Big Mac.
Officer Big Mac. Play police structure thing. I always found this one to be like really odd because he's a cop, and it's like your kids are in prison like when they go into this, right? Kind of bizarre. Yeah, right. And then this really cool rocket over here. Yeah, this looks like something from the 50s, maybe even earlier. It's really cool. Got some aliens and spacemen painted on the side. Hope those flies got out of here. They were feeding on those dead birds.
Shut up.
They have this big fish over here. And then they have this abandoned mini golf course here with some really weird fiberglass. These fiberglass dogs, I've seen these before. I'm not sure like what company made them or anything, but they're really bizarre looking. This guy's fueling up a rocket ship. Yeah, I don't know, these are weird. Looks like this used to be like an actual public mini golf course at some point. And there's Gramps. Yeah, that would be like where you would pay for your ticket and get your clubs and everything. This is at the Weather Rock Campground. I think this is still Illinois. It's like right on the state line of Illinois and Indiana. Definitely worth stopping to check out that spaceship over there. That's the coolest thing here. Alright, we stopped at the Santa Claus Museum and Village before Holiday World just because it's not going to be open all day. And it is free, so it's just a little thing to stop at. Has like stuff about the history of Santa Claus, Indiana, and they have this really old big Santa Claus statue that's from like the 20s up here. And there's like the post office where you can go in there and mail letters to Santa. And this old church that's been here for a long time. I guess that's the actual like museum building. There's the big statue. Okay, this statue was dedicated on Christmas Day of 1935. I don't know if it's been in the same exact spot since then, but it's the oldest thing in town, I believe. Actually, I think this was at where Holiday World is now. It was called Santa Claus Land, I think, originally. One of the first, I think it was the first theme park. So yeah, this is from there, I believe. Here's a placard over here. Santa Claus Park. It was the centerpiece of Santa Claus Park. Okay, we're in the museum now. We have all kinds of stuff on the history of Santa Claus land. And there's that statue I just showed outside.
Good morning. How are you all? Good, how are you? Wonderful, thank you. Welcome to the museum.
Santa's Candy Castle.
This is your first time here?
Yes.
Great. So are you just getting to Santa Claus, or are you just finishing up in Santa Claus and heading home?
In the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah.
So what have you done so far?
There's Holodog.
Good. Have you seen the castle or anything else? All right. I'm going there.
Show us. It's so cute.
Oh, that's cool,
Great,
yeah.
I'll tell you all about it. So now that you're here at the museum, a great place to start is right here in front of Santa's one horse open sleigh.
Oh, we have that.
Shows you how Santa Claus
I know.
began about how we got
There's
our
more
name.
we have over there too.
Walk around and see all the history. A great place to go after you leave here.
I like forget all the pennants we have until I like look through them again. A lot of old pictures and stuff.
Can you go into the candy castle?
Yeah, we can do that real quick before we go to the park.
She asked me.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, the Candy Castle's old too. I think that's from the 30s too.
History of our statue at the top of the hill also. Okay. In the second room, we have a bunch of letters. Children have written to Santa Claus dating back to the 1930s that are fun to read. We have a small gift shop. And we have a small, then we have a train room behind me, and we also have some memorabilia, Santa Claus land. So you can sign
Yeah, that's cool that they
That's
still
really
have
cool.
the portion of it.
a portion of it. I don't know where the rest of it got to, but yeah, it fits right there.
It's
Yeah,
really
that's
nice.
awesome.
All kinds of
Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome.
ephemera. Old brochures. Stickers. Postcards.
These are cute.
So when you were in Holiday World, had they already closed down the radio cabins?
Oh yeah, salt and pepper shakers.
Wait, retired for like ever?
Yeah. I don't know. They used to have that world's tallest water ride too, and they got rid of it for some reason. Mm-hmm.
Those are cute.
Oh, they made a lot of souvenirs for Santa Claus Land.
I don't mind.
Yeah, that's cool.
The plate is so little.
Jim Yelling. Guess he was the guy who was the official local Santa Claus. Santa's office. Oh, I guess this would be where Santa sits and meets with people here. Yeah, because they have the photo thing. They have a lot of vintage Christmas stuff up here.
Oh, that's cute.
There's a map of the original Santa Claus Land. It was pretty much a fairy tale park, right? Santa Claus was just the entrance.
Yeah, and then they transitioned to Holiday World.
Yeah. Here's some train stuff. It's an old paper mache Santa head. We just saw this at an antique mall the other day. An old poster. Some older trains down here. There's a really cool tin ortho train. We don't have that one. Or that one. We have the 50s. 50s or 60s one. We don't have any of the 50s or earlier ones. Thank you.
Thank you guys so very. Did you sign our guest book?
Yeah.
Did you want to write a letter to Santa?
We're going to get over to the park now, I guess.
Oh, perfect. Well, enjoy the park. Thanks for stopping to visit us.
Yeah, thank
Enjoy
you.
the rest of your stay.
And informative.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Yes.
that. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, that was the Santa Claus Museum and Village. Nice little place to stop before you go to Holiday World to get some history about Santa Claus Land and how the town originated. Free, so yeah, you don't really have any reason not to stop here. Okay, so here's Santa's Candy Castle. This was built in 1935. I guess this was built around the same time that Santa Claus Land opened, right? It was 35 is when, so yeah, so the same year. Is this where Santa Claus Land was? I thought Santa Claus Land was where Holiday World is now, though, so I don't know. I guess maybe they just built this the same year. But yeah, it's really cool on the outside. I think it's just like a regular candy store inside, but we'll pop in real quick. Yeah. Yep, Santa Claus Land was the first theme park. America's first themed attraction. Okay, so this probably is where the park was then. Wow. Pezmania as soon as you walk in. It's a lot of Pez. They got the marshmallow cones, wax slips, a lot of retro vintage candy.
Okay, Lindsay, that's your basket.
All Jelly Bellies in this room. Those coconut slices, I got those when we were at the candy warehouse. They got the popping cookies. Oh, those are closer to the price we have on ours. The Office stuff, Bob Ross. Old-fashioned candy sticks. I used to get these all the time at the Amish. Oh wait, these aren't the sticks. These are rock candy. Thought it said on a stick. Oh, those sticks. They got the gummy sushi here. Candy cigarettes. And they got all the lollipops with bugs. Candy cigars. You don't see those as much anymore. They got the big cherries. We got those at the warehouse and they were really good. What's bun? Oh, Arrow. Yeah, it's alright. I don't know what bun is. Milk chocolate, roasted peanuts, and nougat. That's probably like this, but without the cherry. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I'll get some of those. And they got fudge and everything at the counter. Cool little candy store in this historic building. If you come here around the holidays, you can roast some chestnuts. Okay, so you got the frozen hot chocolate. It's their famous drink. Is it good?
It's really good.
Like it just tastes like hot chocolate, like it's frozen, or does it taste like a milkshake? Yeah. I was expecting it to be like a milkshake.
Yeah, I've never actually had that. The woman at the museum said that this is like their famous drink, so
It does taste like just cold hot chocolate.
I
Like,
thought we should try it.
yeah, it's good. All right, so now we're gonna head to Holiday World. You excited for Holiday World?